Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here's the motor I just burnt out a few minutes, 2 minutes ago. I have it on this glove. As you can see, I'm holding it this glove because it's really hot, but I hit it with a hammer just enough to get it loose. These motors, fortunately, if they have metal end cap or end belt, it's still very hot. I can grab it a little, but it's just too hot. I don't want to burn myself, so I think I can grab it by the plastic. Still very hot though. So you can see I just did, in fact, end up distorting it a little, but that's not what matters. So stay tuned, and soon you're going to see this thing taken apart. And let's assess the damage. All right, here is the end cap. Though I have, as you can see, the bearing, look, I really don't understand why it burnt out so much faster than the last time I turned it on. Oh man, that is hot. Pardon the cough. This is the second time I got sick. I will take off this plastic, or actually I think I can just... That worked. So, well, let's assess the damage. It looks quite burnt through these holes, so I'm assuming we have something juicy in our hands. Look what I did over there. I made it shinier. Thank you. I got the plastic off. Oh, man, but it is hot. I should have dunked it in water. I just can't touch any of it without a risk of getting burned. Which is why I've got my handy-mandy pliers over here so we can pull out the rotor. All right, all we have to do is just center the motor very fast so I don't burn myself. I will set the phone here. Sorry if you can't see, but as you can see, I'm more worried about. All right, got the rotor out successfully. Here it is. In case no one has seen what a burnt motor looks like inside, well, this is pretty much it. And now I know why. The brushes failed. Look at that, there's nothing left of those brushes. Which would explain why when I lifted the motor off the ground, I saw something loose in it. Ow! Frig, it felt cooler, but that rotor is hot. Ow. Ugh, even the commutator is hot. No wonder. In fact, I'm pretty sure the motor isn't technically dead, or is it? I wish I'd had my multimeter to test it, but the problem is my multimeter is damaged. So until then, there's no way to tell whether this motor is truly dead or whether it's got some life in it. But the thing is, the brushes failed. But it did smoke. And it caught fire. It probably is dead. Yeah, as you can see, I tried pulling it off with the wires, but that just didn't work. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this would be part 2 of electric motor burnout, I guess. It was insane, however. It really didn't last as long as before. Which is kind of disappointing, but I wish I would have been able to show you what it worked like with. It had a bridge rectifier on it, so I could run it on 120 volts without it burning up, because it would be technically running on DC. Ooh, just a little black thing. This thing was originally a little blue piece of probably ceramic, but it's turned black now. I think I could probably pry it off. Well, I probably will be making a third part of this, but... Ooh, we can... Ow! Oh, man. We can see some damage to the commutator. The commutator is mostly fine. I will try building this like I did making the Lego motor to see if we can test the rotor out, because I think... never mind. I could be wrong. Yeah, there really is no life in this, is there? Even the other side is... Yeah. It's open circuit somewhere. I know it. Just look at the burning. Okay, let's see if maybe rolling the rotor and stator on the ground will help cool it. And it's not really helping, but at least I can somewhat grab it without... It's kind of uncomfortable, but I think if I just... As you can see, I hit it mostly over here, which is where it's a little bent, but I think I can fix that. Nope. Rebending it with pliers has not seemed to do the trick, though it's barely noticeable. But if you look closely, you can tell I hit it there. I'm just glad I didn't really end up damaging it too much other than the burnout. But yeah. What idea. I somewhat put it back together, but it looks horrible, doesn't it? There's these big gaping holes at each side, and as you can clearly see, there's no brush. No brush left. It's however full of graphite powder. Can't tell if this is a piece of the magnet or if it's a piece of the brush. It's a piece of brush. It's a piece of the magnet. You can tell. These are probably ferrite magnets, which is a type of ceramic. It's magnetic. Probably these particles are like iron or some other ferromagnetic, or it's, I guess you could also call them ceramic magnets. Great. Well, thanks for watching, but yeah, this was an interesting burnout. Quick and sweet. I'd call it that, I guess. Rotor. I guess what I could do is I could test it by slipping in some small brushes to make contact with that commutator. Well, that concludes this video. It's gotten too long, and tomorrow at 12 we're traveling to Colombia, which is where I'm half Colombian. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This, my friends, is a piece of the brush. Ooh, we got a piece of the brush right there. Ooh, wow, this thing's got a mind of its own. Yep, confirmed. This thing isn't magnetic. This is pure graphite, people. It's the same stuff they make pencils out of. Don't believe me? Take a DC motor or any motor's brush and a piece of paper and slide the part of the brush which makes contact with the commutator over a piece of paper, and you'll see I am in fact I will prove it here right now that this is graphite. See? It's literally a pencil. But I broke it. Not the book, the graphite. Okay, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to hell because I killed a couple of motors. And fun fact, I was originally the one who was upset about the motor burnouts, but I guess you do have to do stuff for views. I kind of really, in fact, am sorry I burnt out the motor. I know, but you know, you just gotta do stuff for views. You gotta make the public happy. So here it is. This motor, the motor is out of a Yonana. The motor, not both motors. This is only one motor. Both. Why do I keep saying this motor is out of a Yonana's healthy ice cream maker by Dole. You know, with the food shoot, and you put frozen fruit in it, mainly bananas and other fruits, and it makes a healthy dessert right before your eyes. Surprisingly, it uses a DC motor, not an AC motor. I thought it was an AC motor, but because of the specific sound it made, I could tell that wasn't a universal motor, was it? It's a DC motor. As I said before, this concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic night. I hope the rest of your year is fine. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I drank sparkling water, but you can see where those brushes made contact on that commutator by those black bands all over it. There's 2 of them. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.